Hello, happy full moon in Capricorn. My name is Allison. Thank you for joining me now or later. Um, this was kind of an impromptu thing that I threw together last minute, but I have been talking about how I've been planning on coming live every full moon. So even though I'm on technically on vacation this week, I decided to come live anyways. Um, Again, my name is Allison. I'm the creator of the Moon Planner, and I just want to come and acknowledge that we are having a beautiful full moon in Capricorn. I'm going to be pulling some cards for you, and from this awesome Sacred Hags Oracle deck, and talk to you a little bit about the full moon, about what got going in the Just a Phase Moon Planner for this month, and just kind of hang out and talk. I I've got a lot of exciting things coming up. The first of which will be starting in a couple weeks on the new moon in Cancer, which is what's the exact date for that? July um, July 9th. So that's again the new moon in Cancer. I started some events on our Facebook page. So if you haven't signed up for the Facebook page yet, please do. Know that there is a Facebook page and then there's a Facebook group. So if you have the Facebook, or if you have the Just a Face Moon Planner, uh, the Facebook group is a more private, intimate setting for people to talk about things that they're experiencing on their journey with following the moon, as well as any like moon astrological related topics. Whereas the page is a more public forum for people who are interested in finding out what the Just a Phase Moon Planner is about, and it's just a more public forum, and whereas the group is more private. So I've created an event on the Facebook page for anybody who wants to join, who anybody wants to start their journey on following the moon. So we're starting it. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. So we're not starting it on the exact new moon. We're starting it that week. So it'll be a 4 week long event. I think there's 4 separate events for each week. So it'll be starting on July 5th because that's a Monday. So we'll start this journey on how to get ready for the new moon, which again is on July 9th. So between the 5th and the 8th, we'll just kind of be preparing you and getting ready to start something new, setting intentions on the new moon. And this is just something to like do together if you haven't done it before, or if you have never actually committed to a complete moon cycle. It'll just be like a kind of support system to like really commit to it and hold yourself accountable to really checking in with yourself every day, checking in with the moon every day, and seeing if there's any correlation. We'll be using our mood trackers. We'll be talking about all the phases as we go through them. There will be live videos where we'll just be talking about the phase for that day, the sign for that day. So it'll really break it down into like little small increments to hopefully help you understand it better, get to know it, and just kind of see if you are interested in purchasing the planner and committing to following the moon cycle, um, or if you're just to see like how you are affected by the moon, or just I don't know, just if you've ever wanted to try to follow the moon cycle, that will be your chance. So make sure to check out the Just a Phase Facebook page, and even just click that you're interested in the event, so that you'll get reminded when it's coming up. If you like weeks, you think, oh yeah, I really wanted to do that, so it'll just remind you that it's happening. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge for me too. I mean, I have been following the moon cycles for over a decade, and it's not something that I've done on a daily basis, at least not in this like big commitment sort of way. Like I'm always checking in with the moon, checking in with my. I've been doing this for so long, so it'll be nice to commit to it. It'll be kind of like fresh and new to me too. Um, and I just want everybody to be there to do it together, and I'm hoping it'll be fun. So I'll have some new products coming out to help you uh, have different like tasks and activities. We'll be going through the activities in the Just a Phase planner. So if you haven't already, my cat is making noise over there. If you haven't already purchased the Just a Phase planner, or if you know somebody you think would be interested in it, I'm still having that when you buy two, you save. It's like two for 40, I think, so that they end up being $20 a piece, and that saves you $10 in the end. So if you have a friend that you think that would be interested in the Just a Phase planner, that is um, a deal so that like you guys can do it together. And because as someone who has been a solo practitioner in my spiritual life, it's nice to have somebody else there to be experiencing the things that you're experiencing and someone to just talk to about it. So um, thank goodness for the lovely internet because all of my moon friends or my spiritual friends are online and not in person. So I do notice that that makes a huge difference to just have somebody to talk to about it, to do it with you. So those events will be coming up again. Sorry, I had the date wrong in the beginning. It's July 5th, so it's the Monday before the new moon, which is on July 9th. So while I'm giving anybody else a chance to um, come and join us on the live, so that I will let me know if you're here, and I will pick a card for you individually from the Sacred Hags Oracle deck. Um, I will be having starting to do deck reviews coming up, and this will be the first one that I will be doing um, soon. And it's just so phenomenal. I love this deck, and it's like one of those ones that I don't think I will ever get tired of. Not that I really ever get tired of an oracle deck, but it's just every time you pull a card, even if you pull the same card, there's just like so many different layers of how you can work with this deck. The guidebook has rituals for connecting to the deck. It has spreads. It has oh, and the reason that I chose it for this Capricorn moon because in the Just a Phase planner we're talking about chores and like committing because Capricorn is all about commitment and success and drive and using this full moon energy to continue to drive towards whatever your goal was or new moon intention was a couple weeks. So this month I have set up this little chore chart to help you just pick like little tiny things that you can do daily that help you work towards your new moon intention. Um, so I chose this deck to pull a card today because it gives you morning rituals as well as evening rituals. So that's like a good thing that if you're having trouble thinking of something that you want to put on to your chore chart to check off, this will give you an example if you feel called to that. Oh, the name of the deck is the Sacred Hags Oracle. It came out a couple months ago by Danielle Dulski, and the reason I chose it for um, this full moon was it gives you this little um, daily morning and evening rituals to do. Um, And then at the end of this video, I will do a collective reading. I threw 3-card pull for the collective reading, and this is just one that I pulled for myself earlier that I wanted to use as an example. It's did I even put them in the right order? It's a 3-card spread, and it's nourishment, something that can nourish whatever your intention is or whatever your question is that you're seeking. In this case, when did I do this reading? I think I did it for the summer solstice. Um, or no, I did it for like where how to move forward after Mercury retrograde. The first one is what will nourish that, and then the second one is what will challenge it. Okay, I do have it in the correct order. And the third one is just wisdom and guidance. So the way this oracle deck works is, like I said, it has the morning ritual and the evening ritual, but then it has this grandmother speaks section. So it's that's like the original or the basic meaning of the card, as if it's coming from an elder or a hag or a crone. And then morning and evening rituals. So this one is this spread is asking you to only read the grandmother speak section for those three things. But I'm kind of confusing myself. I'm not confusing you, but I'll do a 3-card spread for the collective afterwards. But Stephanie, if you'd like a card, I would be happy to pull one for you. And totally curious if you've made out your chore chart yet or not. And just to explain the chore chart a little bit, as I know maybe it might seem strange to some people to have the get up and make your bed as one of the things. I'll shuffle a card for you while I'm talking here. As one of the things on there, I know it seems silly and stupid, but they say that getting up and making your bed, most successful people do this. It allows you to have one thing that you've already accomplished for the day before you even you're slacking on your chore chart before you have even like left your bedroom and had your first cup of coffee. It's something that you have already accomplished, and it gives you, even just like on a subconscious level, it gives you that sense of pride, like, yes, I did something today. And then at the end of the day, like coming home to a nicely made bed and you just like can't wait to crawl in there and go to dreamland. um, and I know it seems silly, and as some suffers from depression and anxiety, I struggle to get out of bed in the morning. So if I make it, I'm less likely to get back into it and hide under the covers and want to disappear. Um, so that is why that is on there. I always, one of the first things that when I started using an astrological calendar, which was I think the first one I ever used was, it was either Wee Moon or the Llewellyn Witches calendar, and they always had a color of the day, and that was like really something that, I don't know, really stuck with me this even now, like, I don't know, 10, 12 years later, that was again something that really motivated me to get out of bed in the morning, even if I was feeling sad or depressed. Dressing for the moon can just be like wearing the color that's suggested for that week or for that quarter, or it can be like for Capricorn is a very, like, I mean, this is silly, but is very like goal oriented and achievement oriented. So it could even be just dressing nicer on a Capricorn moon, or on a Leo moon, dressing kind of wild, wearing some sort of like leopard print or something fiery and red. Or when the moon is in Cancer, wearing something water related, like seashell earrings, or It can be anything. So it's just one way to connect to. Um, oh, well, so I don't want. I see that you have children, so your day is full of chores. It does be chores like laundry chores or cooking dinner chores or picking somebody up from school chore. It can seriously be something fun and silly. It can be just like pick an oracle card for the day, or it can be um, doing a meditation, can be um, doing like a 5-minute breathing session, or um, it could be watching a funny YouTube video and making yourself laugh as hard as you can and doing that every day. It can be having an orgasm every day. It could be anything that you just want to commit to. Um, because the happier you are by doing breath work or meditation or picking an oracle card, the more likely you're going to achieve whatever your intention was at the beginning of the month. Well, definitely, yeah, that's really important to make a note to chill at some point during the day. Um, I know you said that you came late, but my husband and I have not taken a vacation in like 3 years. Last year, obviously, because of 2020, but there were some other things in the past that we've had to cancel plans and stuff. So we haven't taken a vacation. And we are technically on vacation right now, but we decided to just stay home. And it has been the best thing. Like, I'm not doing any of my chores. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing anything. And we had some like house projects and stuff that we needed to do, but like, it is the best thing that I've ever done for myself. And I couldn't be happier. And we haven't done anything. I mean, nothing. Like, we got takeout last night. That's like the big thing that we did was we got takeout. You've been meaning to tell yourself to stop obsessing about stuff. So um, this one jumped out. Dance of the Rebel Heathens. Doing a 5-minute, like I'm not wearing it right now, but my Fitbit has this breathe thing on it, and you just push the button and it's a timer for 5 minutes, like 5 minutes. And you just sit and breathe, even if you have to like lock yourself in the bathroom for 5 minutes and just sit there and breathe. There's all many things. And I am really into just like checking things off my list. So I'll even put things on there that I've already done just so that I can check it off. And just put, yeah, you said you put chill and breathe. And let's see, why can't I find this card? Um, so let's see what the morning and evening ritual for this card. It says Dance of the Rebel Heathen Celebration. It says, ah, my love, let's not take ourselves so seriously. Our magic surely suffers when the ropes of our discipline become too tightly wound. Just for today, let us be true priestesses of the wild and celebrate the spinning pleasure planet on which we live. Let us drum, let us dance, let us remember why we chose to be born to this feeling flesh. Chill. So the morning ritual looks kind of long. Let me see if I can condense it. So it's every morning, breathe deeply and face the south, which is the south is the direction of fire and heat and joy. It says, close your eyes and ask yourself what you desire most. What fleeting medicine would nourish your aching heart? Sense the embodied feeling. What color, shape, and temperature is your desire? Um, I'm just trying to condense it really quick. And I'll hold it up so that you can rewatch this video later and like pause it so you can read the whole thing. Um, but it's basically telling you to face the south, think of something that you want, and like just visualize everything about it, how it would taste, how it would smell, how it would feel. Um, and when you get hold that feeling and recall a time in your life when what you desired most was something that you have now. So like um, we always think of like, oh, I want, I need, I want, I need. Um, but when we look around and see the things that we have and then think back, like I didn't always have this. I didn't always have um, this oracle deck. I didn't always have this house or this room or this bed or this food. Um, so think back to a time when you were wanting all the things that you have now and for being grateful for that. And it makes it seem like um, it makes it you have that feeling of wow, I actually did accomplish that. I actually do already have that. So it makes things that you currently want seem not so far away and hard to reach. So yeah, there's just like a little kind of visualization to think about all those things and think about what's in between. How did you get there? Um, and then the evening ritual has like I don't know what you call it, something to say out loud. But anyways, I'll hold this up so that if you want to look at it later, you can pause it on this and read all of it. Um, so that's something that you can put on your chore chart as this morning ritual um, and the evening ritual. I'll read the evening one too because it'd be a good thing to do on the full moon tonight. Oh, well, I mean, buying a house is so stressful. I totally see you in that. And having done it and totally understanding how you feel, because it's something that's like so, like all the things that they ask of you and all the things that they need you to do, it's like something so foreign. And like, I remember like the financing and all of that stuff and how it seemed like nobody else cared, like the realtor and the what are they called? Like the mortgage people and the all that. I was just like that everything was just like so easy and just like didn't mean anything to them where it was like something I was doing for the first time and being just like why don't you understand that this is hard for me? Like this is difficult and I don't understand and I totally like see where you're coming from but understanding that like um that it's something they do every day so it seems easy for them like don't be hard on yourself for struggling or obsessing or feeling like it's something that's really hard. And also remember that we just went out of or left, like Mercury just went direct. So there's still that kind of like window of like things being weird and communication not going through. And I personally did buy a house during Mercury retrograde and everything went wrong. I mean, we had to like redo contracts and redo everything. We even like terminated the contract to the house that we're living in right now. And we never thought it was going to happen because I mean, I signed the paper that was like, "No pour out of this. I'm not doing this." And then the next day, after doing a visualization of imagining that I was in this house, I imagined moving all of that person's stuff out, like, all of their stuff that I could remember, being in the house, and I just sat there in bed, like, moving every single object, every single furniture that I could remember out, and then moving all of my stuff in and imagining where everything was gonna go, and, um and then the next day, when I woke up after I had signed the papers to terminate the contract, my realtor called and she was like, "We're gonna make this work. I'm tearing up the termination of contract and like we're doing this. We're making it work." And I think it was all because of that visualization. I was like, "No, I'm going to live in this house," and now I'm here. Um, Not to say that it hasn't been a struggle. I mean, especially last year, like being scared of losing it. Um, so maybe just like rereading things because of Mercury just going direct. Like, wait, it was like yesterday or the day before that Mercury just went direct. So, um, yeah, don't be hard on yourself. That I mean, I don't know why they don't teach that in school. They should like, and people that do it for a living just act like you're dumb because you don't understand the process. And I'm like, how would I understand this process? So don't be hard on yourself and good luck. I hope it works out. So definitely like take some like the full moon is all about play and celebrating. Um, just celebrate how far you've come and just maybe really think about like is was that what you really want? And I mean, just know that it's going to take time. Like it'll just happen. Um, it might not be in the way, but it's also something that's really hard to visualize if it's somewhere that you haven't been. So, like, just really try to imagine it and visualize it because then the universe understands, "Oh, this is what you want? Okay." And then even if it's just like printing out the picture of the house that you are looking at or the house that um and just visualizing that every day, like this is where I'm going to live. Um because eventually I mean, I can't imagine what buying a house right now is like, but eventually it'll work out. You have to let go of the control. So take time to celebrate tonight and chill and um, do that. Wait, I was about to lose the card. Do that visualization facing the south and do that every morning. Face the south and um, visualize the house that you want. Like, do you have a house that you've picked out, or you're just still trying to get the financing or pre-approved or whatever? That's exciting though. That is something to celebrate. I know it's super stressful, but, like, it's super exciting to look. I think I like, looking back on it, I because we were so stressed out, I didn't really enjoy the looking at houses part, which is really fun. It's really fun to, like, walk through people's houses. Ooh, land, nature. So visualize all that. Visualize a tree and visualize like a specific kind of tree and it'd be so cool if you end up with a house with that tree. I always wanted a house with an oak tree and my neighbor has one and nobody lives in the house next door to me so I'm always like going over to the tree like hi. um, it's like right on the border of our property but yeah, I don't know, visualize it and have fun. And another thing that I look back and didn't have enough fun doing is we never tasted wedding cakes. And that's the thing that everybody was like, make sure you taste as many cakes as you can. And we never did. We just had like a random cake. We didn't have like a big fancy one. Um, always regret that because it's like free. Like we could have eaten all the wedding cake. Oh, let me put these back in there. I was just showing this one as an example. So let me shuffle these again. Well, I bet if you're able to find a house with land, there's going to be some sort of like maybe the previous owner's dogs were buried in the backyard. And a lot of, if you're looking like really far, we would always stumble across old tombstones in the woods. Yeah. They're probably near a cemetery is probably maybe less expensive because a lot of people don't want that. So maybe that would work into your benefit. You'll get the cemetery and he'll be happy with the lower price. Okay, so going back to this 3-card spread that I'm going to do for the collective. Let me find it again. No, I can never find anything in this book for some reason. Okay, this is called the Grandmother Speaks spread, and it was Nourishment, Challenge, and Wisdom. So I'm going to ask that anyone who is watching now or who will be watching later, this is the Grandmother Speaks Full Moon Capricorn spread. I also wanted to use this deck because it kind of feels like Capricorn. Well, my mom is a Capricorn, but Capricorn to me kind of feels like a grandmotherly, like a strict grandmother kind of energy. So that's why I wanted to use this deck. So the first card for the collective, what will nourish us for the next 2 weeks? This one fell out. The Wild Child Prophecy. And what, keep dropping them. What is the challenge for the next few weeks for the collective? Well, I keep dropping them. That's too many. Usually when they fall out, I take that one, but that was like way too many. Okay, what is the challenge? I mean, for me, the Capricorn in general, just like being strict with myself and being disciplined with myself is always a challenge. I'm always like, eh. So like holding myself accountable is like a challenge for me. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Nectar of Forbidden Fruit. And Wisdom. Grandmother, Capricorn, Full Moon, Wisdom. Season of the third.